They showed that shit on ABC3. Are you kidding me? Looks like the topics is gonna go off to a flying start.
Oh, it really. Okay, you wanna let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Let's dive straight into
Let's okay, ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
It's Yappin
Yappin
Time.
Time.
Yippee! I actually I spent the weekend with my aunt, and I told her about the podcast.
Oh.
And she watched some of the clips.
Well, did she subscribe?
I hope so. I really hope so.
You have to ask her next time.
Did you subscribe? Please say yes. Please say yes.
Fingers together emoji.
Oh.
Oh
my
god.
Oh. A lot seems to happen when we're like, when we already have enough content, more things happen, and then there's weeks that we have nothing and we really struggle.
Well, we did a good amount of yapping last time, so technically that could have been this episode.
It really could have, but I kind of want to stay a little bit on trend, on theme, while this stuff's happening. Because
ball rolling.
Because there was a lot. You know, I'll let me just I'll move this like somewhere down here, and we can
start off with that.
No, I don't want to start off with it. We can.
Why?
Because we're on a roll. We talk about the drama. We got the scoop.
Okay, I get you.
Start off with like the saddest, I guess, question mark. There was 2 HOLOLIVE graduation announcements within like a day of each other.
Caught me off guard, to be honest.
I know.
And I'm like, well, at first, before I found out about anything else about it, I was just like, yeah, that sucks. I didn't expect them to go right now.
I was, I was just, because I saw Chloe have an announcement, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then a day later, Fauna was an announcement. I was like, oh, what? Because I feel like most companies, you don't want to have 2 graduations, you know, going around at the same time.
Oh my god, is it a bad sign for HOLOLIVE?
It's it's the downfall of HOLOLIVE.
It's the downfall, look at that.
But no.
Do you remember why they left?
I think Chloe had medical conditions.
I remember. I know Fauna had issues with management or something.
Yeah, I think Fauna just doesn't like the general way of how management seems to be going, and I think Chloe was a little bit of that. But I also heard some things talking about her not being the best. She's the Western.
She's not exactly Western of her.
But yeah, I thought it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, Chloe was a shock because, well, it's Chloe. I think, arguably, well, Laplace exists, but arguably the most popular out of HoloX. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I don't watch a lot of HoloX, but Chloe was the one I saw the most clips of, and you know, all that sort of stuff, which is a little bit same with Fauna. Like she's one of the most highest sort of super chatted Halloween members. It just kind of feels like out of the blue.
Yeah. So Chloe was the most clipped, I believe, I think, out of HoloX, which is why she's got the most reach in terms of fans. I don't know about her sub count compared to the rest of them because I wasn't paying attention. I think she was up there. Laplace and the others were trailing close behind. Fauna wasn't exactly the face of her group, but
no, definitely not.
She was she was like, her streams were chill. She's got that voice and that vibe where you could just like enter any time during one of a stream and you just like fit right in. Yeah, and seeing her go is just damn.
Honestly, if I was paying a little bit more attention, I think I would have called it a little bit earlier, because she has been posting on her past life account for the last few weeks.
Oh, that's always a sign.
That's always a great sign. I think some people who were probably, you know, looking out for that sort of stuff maybe might have known,
had a heads up.
Like, and like
gotta...
like I know Fauna's past life. I've been watching her since her past life. I just haven't been paying attention to my surroundings. But yeah, it's sad to see another council member go, or promise, whichever
like,
you want to say.
It's not the end of the world for HOLOLIVE.
It's not.
People saying like, "Oh my god, HOLOLIVE's going down the drain now because talents are graduating." But no, I think they'll be fine. This is just like two unfortunate cases where it sucks to say it happened, but it has to happen. I still don't understand like the ins and outs of the Fauna situation because I only saw like a few videos and I don't know how credible those videos are because it's like it's like those drama channels.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, well, if it's a mutual thing, then you know what else can you ask for?
I honestly, I had a little bit of a conversation with like some other people. Ever since HOLOLIVE has gone a bit more public with who can place shares in the company, I've been seeing a lot of talents talking about management, talking about how, you know, things are sort of going a little bit down,
pear-shaped right now.
Pear-shaped. And I don't think it's management per chance. I think it's people who are staking a lot of money into this company, maybe thinking that they have a say in what goes.
I reckon HOLOLIVE grew faster than they thought it would. I reckon since they went public, now they have to pay more attention to what they're doing. They have to fall in line. There's investors they have to impress now. So yeah, it's a situation where they have to fall in line now. So I believe the management theory where management has to crack down on talents. They can't do certain stuff they like been doing before. They can't do this now. They're public. Got to turn it down a little, but well, it sounds like they're a bit too tough sometimes. They can't do stuff they want to do.
Yeah.
So talents are leaving. Or otherwise they've been getting the we'll get back to you sort of thing, and they never do.
Yeah. I think a lot of the talents that I have seen, they said like, you know, they want to do things, they want to do bigger and better projects, and just it's not happening with HOLOLIVE.
Because either management can't get the permissions to do so. It's like a tough thing for them to do because they're public now, or like copyright's everyone's enemy, right?
Copyright.
So permissions is also everyone's biggest enemy. So well, yeah, understandable if they want to leave because they can't do the things they want to do. Wouldn't you? Like if you were told you couldn't be a cat girl anymore.
I want to be I want to be a cat. Wait, I'm not even a fucking cat. What?
It's just it's just an example. Like if you were a cat girl and you were told you couldn't do that anymore, would you just fucking take it, or would you just go?
I would.
It's your whole
I would die.
Whole identity.
I would die on the floor.
It's over.
It's so over, bro.
Damn.
My thing is that you can't box up people who are going to be artistic.
Yes.
Like, if someone has a vision, and this is the company where those sort of things should be coming like alive, those projects should be, you know, booming. It's a little bit of a slap in the face to get told you can't do it.
Yeah. Like, you want to, yeah. If you want to do something, do it. If you're told not to, then go somewhere else, basically.
And that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
That's what
there
they're doing.
End of story. It sucks, but that's what you're gonna have to do.
Exactly.
I mean, look at all the indies right now.
Oh
they're
yeah.
flying high, aren't they?
Yeah. all these wink wink indies wink.
Yes. These independents.
The independent VTubers, wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
No, I'm kind of happy that a lot of these people are breaking out of their companies and sort of doing whatever they want to do, because they seem a lot more happier.
Yeah.
And that's all I love.
Props to them. Yeah. They've got fans that'll follow them. They'll be fine.
Exactly. Other than that, speaking of HOLOLIVE, they hit 1 million subscribers.
They did?
No way.
When did this happen?
Like literally a few hours ago.
Oh my god.
She did an endurance stream, endurance karaoke, and hit 1 mil. So yippee! Oh my girl's done it.
She's done it.
She's done it.
Oops, what was that?
Did you just die?
No, I just dropped something.
Man, I can't believe you have a kidnapped person in your room.
Don't worry about
it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Closing my eyes, I didn't see or hear anything.
We see nothing.
But no, I'm happy she finally reached 1 mil. She definitely deserves it.
She does. She works hard, and if anyone's gonna do it, it's her.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What's next for her? Has she said anything? Is there any like big plans she's got coming up?
I'm not sure exactly. I've kind of... Honestly, I haven't really watched a lot of people recently. Like anyone streams.
Damn.
I've just been like living in my own little bubble.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Ow.
God, he's attacking. The person's attacking.
Okay. What's next on the list?
Next one on the list, I saw this. I saw this coming from a mile away. We are episode 8 into Yappin Time. And almost every single one of these episodes, I've brought up this company because I have been waiting for the day that they crumbled up and burnt. NEXAS will be ceasing all activities January 31st, 2025. And they are giving all of their talents their IPs.
Oh, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, at least they're leaving on like a high note. But I saw this coming from a mile away. It was a recap. NEXAS is one of those companies that was like sponsored by ANILIVE. So it would get all these talents, train them up, get them to stream on ANILIVE. And yeah, it was just, they were just pumping out talents. I think like there was 1 million bazillion of them. And I was like, how the hell are you keeping up with this? Like, how are you financially recovering from this? And I'm guessing they didn't, because after like 6 months or something, like a year, they're ceasing activities.
Oh.
Which is
less than a year.
I don't think it's been that long. I think it's only been a year at most. But yeah. Okay. So they're finally dying.
You think they'll be fine on their own?
I think that a lot of the talents will be fine by themselves. I'm just trying to find the theme of Bobby. But I literally... Oh, is it NEXAS? Maybe that's what... NEXAS.
NEXAS.
Okay, yeah. So the NEXAS official closure announcement. It is with a heavy heart to announce that we'll be ceasing operations January 31st. Nexus was created with a mission to provide a platform where aspiring VTubers could develop their careers, realize their dreams, and thrive. We are an academy and community that empowers VTubers to thrive in their careers while providing a nurturing place to call home. In a short space of time, we've had our privilege of supporting and debuting a wide array of incredible talents who have amazed us with their dedication, creativity, and hard work. This achievement is something we hold dearly and will remain proud of as we transition to this next chapter. And there's like it's a huge document, but yeah, they're dead. Someone held a gun to their head and shot them.
What?
I saw it coming. Come on.
NEXAS, come on. So like, hold on, I'm trying to find the announcement that you're talking about. Oh, there it is. What comes next? Let's produce first notes for founder. So was it so are they leaving because of management issues, or is it like just because they weren't doing pretty well?
I think it's just because they weren't doing well.
What were their sub counts? Were they
like... Well, it's hard to tell because a lot of the talents are only streamed on AniLive, which I do not use at all.
Really?
But most of them, like, let me just have a quick look. Most of them don't even have like YouTubes or Twitch linked. So, you know, this one has like 200 subscribers on Twitter. This one has 600. This one has 200, 300. So they're all, I don't think a lot of them were over 1,000. 500.
Because they weren't on mainstream platforms that they went down?
I think, well, the weird thing about Nexus is that I think you could stream on YouTube and Twitch as well. But I don't think a lot of them did.
This is interesting.
So...
Okay.
Yeah, no, a lot of these... Let's see, Twitch.
Probably had more exposure if they went through the bigger platforms.
Yeah, see, I'm looking through their Twitter right now, and let's just counting the like Nexus official, like who they're following. Yeah. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. 48 talents that they follow just on Twitter. That is a lot. That is a lot. There might be more. I'm not sure. Okay. Just what I see off of their Twitter, they're following it like that many. I already forgot what I said. 48.
Yeah. Wow, that much. They had that much, but now they're closing. That sucks.
I know. I think it's purely because they were just like they were dropping like 10 talents every month or two. So wow. Yeah.
Well, let's hope they continue elsewhere.
I do like some of the Nexus talents that I'd seen. The ones that do stream on YouTube or got clipped a lot. And Cowgirl, Yeehaw. I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry.
That's her. Cowgirl, Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, Cowgirl. Of course I watched the Cowgirl.
Can you imagine you put that on YouTube and then it just comes up with
her? Cowgirl VTuber. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. But yeah, not to say I didn't see it coming, but you know, it happened. It's going in the podcast now.
It's here. We've talked about it.
I've talked about it too much to not tell you guys when it's finally dead.
Guys, they're gone. It's
gone. It's so Jover.
It's so Jover right now.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'll let you carry this one because you put it in the document, but I
Mhm.
have my opinions.
Yeah. Guess what, guys? NIJISANJI's on fire again.
Woo!
This time, it's someone who I didn't expect to be in the spotlight, but look where we are now. Apparently, Astra Arcadia is not a good person.
Schmexual harasser.
Harasher. See, I watched him for a bit back
Mm.
when he first debuted, and I was like, because he had a good design. I'll have to admit.
Oh yeah,
When he first debuted, I was like, holy crap.
pretty
This
boy.
one is gonna be interesting because yes, that and well, look at all those pretty colors.
Exactly, exactly.
And when he debuted, I was like, yeah, I can get behind this because he seems like one of those chill people who would yap and you wouldn't care what he's saying because he's a chill
Yeah,
person.
he's just a chill
He's just
guy.
a chill guy. No, I'm kidding. Uh, but now I woke up one day and I saw that he is a bad person, and I said, "Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Holy shit! Him!" And the more I heard about it, the more I was like, "Seriously? It's like, is this an ongoing thing? If so, does NIJISANJI even background check their own talent?" Because if this has been going on for a while, and it seems like it has, because a certain person, Quinn Bennett, is
Wink.
talking about it, and if he is, then it's been going on for a while. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
shit hits the fan. Like fingers are pointed. All of them agreeing that Asta's a bad person. That caught me off guard. You have said you have strong opinions on this.
Okay. Let me let me get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I woke up and I did my daily doom scrolling on Twitter, and I saw a lot of tweets, and none of them saying what was happening. And I was like, I don't know what's happening, but NIJISANJI is on fire again.
Oh, who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? Because all the tweets I saw were very vague, and I was like, what the fliggity fluck is going on?
Yeah. Like what? Okay.
And then I went on to YouTube, and I saw False Eyed had posted a video. Now, I usually do not watch false stuff. I just don't. Like, I feel like sometimes, or especially in his earlier days, he just kind of jumped onto things and added to the fire.
He's a good way to find out about things. But if whatever he talks about, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, exactly. But I saw him and it said like exclusive NIJISANJI live versus NIJISANJI talent. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. So I sat down and I watched the video and I was like, oh my god. Like, I didn't watch Aster a lot. Not really the biggest fan of any of the newer gens. Yeah. I just don't watch newer gen Nijis. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And the more I kind of listened to the video, the more I was like, oh, you are a really shitty person. You are like a disgusting human being.
What was that you told me when I first said it to you? Let me say it word for word. When I first said that wait, let me go up. Hold on. Nietzsche's on fire again. Oh yes, and yeah, because I was like, hey, I thought Aster was queer. He wouldn't do such a thing.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like, oh, it's your average online femboy who acts a certain way to get close to girls, and you're like, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
And it's true. It's true. I've known time and time again, no matter what friend group you're in, there's always a guy exactly like Aster. You know, the kind of like, oh yeah, I'm a girl's girl. And then he's like, let me smash in the DMs.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, I actually watched a few more videos before we started. because they just popped up on my recommend. I first watched the video of Quinn, talking about what he tweeted and everything like that. And I can understand how he might have gotten a little bit upset and tweeted what he tweeted before deleting it.
Yes, I remember that one actually.
And then I watched another video. I can't remember who it's by exactly, but this has been going. Oh, this isn't new. Screenshots of Aster and like this problem and stuff have been recorded as far back as February of this year, when all that Luca stuff happened.
Yeah.
Like around the time that document was dropped about Luca being a really shitty person, there was like a paragraph in it about Aster and about what he was doing. And the screenshots that False shared in his video are on 4chan, dated back to February.
Yep.
So it's not like it's new. It's just suddenly, you know, everyone's dogpiling on Nijisanji, and someone's obviously pulled up this and been like, how has everyone missed this?
And and it's this came up because didn't someone come straight to False side and just dump everything?
Yes, and I am like a 90% sure I know who it was.
I have my suspicions too.
I'm 90% sure who it was, but I think the actions that Nijisanji are taking about this aren't the best either. Because if you hadn't read it, Nijisanji is opening up an independent third-party investigation to try find out, you know, if the what's the word I'm looking for? If the accusations of sexual harassment are true. But it also states that they're going to try pretty much find who leaked the information.
Yeah.
And knowing Nijisanji, I know exactly how this route's going to go. They're going to find the person who leaked the information, fire them, and Aster's going to walk away free. Because that just seems to be how they deal with things.
They seem to be covering them up, attempting to cover them up anyway.
Yeah.
Like, well, I even said this myself. I'm just like, well, if someone graduates tomorrow, I think that's confirmation.
We'll know.
And and if they put out another announcement going, we found nothing against Astra. What are you guys talking about? Which they probably will.
Oh, it would be so easy to, like, the fact that we have documents and like photos and screenshots and stuff, it would be so easy to find it.
Yeah. People are already trying to deduce who it is by screenshots anyway. But like you've seen Full Sight's vid, like how they gave them all that proof that they were who they say they were, and like they were friends with Aster, blah blah blah.
And see, I looked at the screenshots in False's video, and he's tried to cover up the identity of the person.
Yeah.
But the same screenshots that he uses in that are on 4chan without the information covered.
Oh, oops.
So... So...
Oh, well. Oops.
Oops.
Look in the right places, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Well, we'll just have to see which path Nijisanji goes from here.
And I was watching, you know, I was looking around a little bit, and the video I was watching was pretty right, actually. Someone posted that screenshot that False used in his video, and the same day, Blank and Aster put matching emojis in their like little Twitter tweet things, and then streamed together unprompted. like they were trying to put out a fire before it burnt out. And it's very Nijisanji coded.
It's just like, at this point, it's like break out your popcorn and watch it go down.
Yeah. And honestly, I really hope that this talent who's had these problems, I say I hope she gets out, but I've also heard things saying that she's pretty screwed. Because Nijisanji was sneaky, and you know how most companies pay for your model and pay for your equipment?
Yeah.
Apparently, they were like, nah, actually, we want money for this.
Oh.
And has been taking like big cuts of talents' paychecks to pay back for that. Meaning a lot of these livers aren't really doing the best financially.
Yeah.
So,
gotta get out of there, buddy.
Yeah. Honestly, get out. Just get out.
At this point, just let them all go. Just shut the EN branch down.
Just terminate Nijisanji entirely. Nuke it.
Go back to what it was before. Before you opened the EN, before Lazulite was a thing. Just freaking, you were doing pretty well. Look, I like the Japanese side. Okay, there's Japanese talents in the company, even though I don't agree with their management. There's Japanese talents within the company that I like.
Exactly.
If they can go back to what they were before an English branch was inducted, that would be great. Just fucking shut down the English branch.
I would be happy if it was just, you know, the first 2 or 3 gens.
Holy, they can't have that anymore.
We can't. We cannot. We can't. I just want to go back in time.
I want to go back in time and stop the manager who thought opening an English branch was a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
No manager.
Don't do it.
Don't hire those 3.
Don't do it.
There is no light in Lazulite knocking.
Oh god. Oh.
But yeah.
Nijisanji is so
challenge.
screwed.
Will I wake up tomorrow and will there be a graduation? Find out next time.
We'll never know. We'll never know. This next one is also just as wild to me.
I was gonna say, this next one is wild just reading it. Can you explain to me?
Yes.
This first line.
So I'll read this. I'll read this to you guys real quick. In the document, I put Virtual 7 has a 9-year-old debuting VTuber in a company with NSFW content creators. That's what I put in the document. So I genuinely didn't even know this company existed. There is a VTuber company called Virtual ZEVEN. And they thought it would be a good idea to have a 9-year-old debut as a VTuber. First of all,
okay.
Can 9-year-olds even talk? Like, like,
what? Why?
And it's so crazy to me, because originally the Twitter account for this VTuber was just I think they're called Banana, like BA space NA space NA, you know.
Yeah.
And it was originally just that account, and I think it got a little bit of backlash.
A little bit is.
It just got just a teeny tiny bit of backlash. Yeah. So they added, I can't remember the name of it now. It's like something and banana. So they have like an adult figure who's going to be running their social media accounts, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But what's absolutely insane to me is that Virtual 7 has talents in their company who very strictly have 18 plus communities and create NSFW stuff.
Okay.
So why the fuck would you, how do you even hire a 9-year-old to become a VTuber? Like what?
First of all, fire the person who thought that was a good idea. Second of all, I just pulled up their Twitter page just to see what all the fuss is about, and I've just read the final announcement for Banana's. Well, sorry, Banana's.
Banana.
Like situation thing.
I have wait. What's their account name?
Virtual 7. Oh, sorry, virtual ZEVEN.
ZEVEN. Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, so first thing that hits me is, okay, thank God that it's a cancelled project.
Oh, is it cancelled?
It's a cancelled project, yes.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen this when I put this on document.
Oh, it was posted 2 hours ago. Yeah. So, well, good news, guys. Project Banana is cancelled.
Live on the air. It's cancelled.
There will be no 9-year-old VTuber in this space.
Jesus.
I think the concept of bringing a 9-year-old to begin with to this space in general is a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think they should wait another 10 years, but okay.
Yeah. Let me read this to the let me read it. Okay. So it's Virtual 7. Regarding the next direction of Project Kid VTuber Banana. Banana. Banana? I don't banana. I was just gonna say banana from now on.
Yeah, just say banana. Put a space in between each.
As appeared in the social media from December 8, 2024, regarding the launch of the VTuber under the name Banana, the company would like to sincerely apologize for causing everyone to feel uncomfortable with what happened. The company are still okay. I need to before I have a dyslexic moment. This company, I don't think this company is English.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is like a weird translated one.
Well, who spells Zeven? But okay.
Yeah. Both opposing and agreeing, as well as opinions that will benefit all project participants. The company has answered the questions that public still had through the company's representative in the name of the CEO, and the company has discussed all the problems in detail and will adjust the operating guideline of the company. We would like to inform Kid Project Banana has been cancelled. Virtual 7 as an organization producing media and online entertainment activities would like to confirm that the project under the name Banana was born from the intent of creating a safe space for VTubers that is open and suitable for all ages and genders.
That is a mess of a sentence, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That is a mess of a sentence. There are words in that sentence that shouldn't be together, and I hate it.
Yeah. My brain's already not working as is as I read. The company clearly stated again that although all plans have passed legal examinations, we will continue to listen to opinions from the public and find ways to resolve any dispute and criticism. This is done in order to be in line with the guidelines and allow us to create content that benefits and gives opportunity to the public. We'll continue to operate without violating any more moral or legal principles. Please consider this announcement as the final update and adhering to this situation. Take this information as the final update for this predicament. Dude, this is so obviously really badly translated.
Yeah.
Any content of criticism that is inconsistent with this latest what is that sentence?
Deep breath.
What is that sentence? The company would like to apologize in advance. Will no longer respond in any way to avoid misunderstanding or continuous exploitation of the issue for personal gain. And that is it. That's all my brain can handle.
Someone in the marketing department needs to download Grammarly ASAP.
I genuinely can't tell what language this first one is, which I'm guessing is their first, native language.
Yeah. Well, I want to point out, they make it, they don't make it sound, they obviously say it, but they state that they have passed all legal examinations for this 9-year-old to join a VTuber group.
Yeah.
What fucking legal examination did you pass? Like, at the age of 9, you can't do shit without a legal guardian. Is your parents part of the organization? They better sure be, because that's the only way I would think that they would pass any sort of legal examination, quote unquote.
Oh, Thailand. 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 I think they're from Thailand.
Okay. Okay. So they passed all legal examinations to hire this 9-year-old to sit in front of a camera and entertain an audience, which also has which they are co-workers with adult VTubers.
And it's so wild to me, because this isn't like, you see like the kid channels on YouTube and everything's edited and stuff. Like, this is live streaming. This is like, VTubing is a predominantly live streaming sort of thingy, the word. So did they expect this 9-year-old kid to speak to an audience live and not dox themselves? Like, this child probably doesn't understand internet safety at all, and is being shoved in front of a camera.
And like, okay, well, are they a performer in their, like, in the past? Are they a child actor? Are they are they a child idol? You know how they are in Western countries.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, not Western countries, sorry. Asian countries.
Yeah.
And how's that live stream gonna go? I imagine, because did you say it was like they could be from like an Asian country? Is it just gonna be like a kid speaking into the mic, and then all of a sudden in the background you just hear their parents every now and then going, "Don't say that! Don't say that! Don't say that! Wait, do this. Like this. It's the part of the stream where you have to do this."
Sorry, guys, I have to go to bed. It's past my 6 p.m. bedtime.
And then the dad takes over from there. But it's the same model.
Oh, see, I was trying to find the account, but I think they've already deleted it as well.
I think it's for the best. I think they should have just fucking took a deep breath before actually signing this shit. But
yeah,
okay,
like what?
All right, well, that happened.
I wanted to have a look at the court retreats, but I don't know how to do that on my PC, so
I'm glad they cancelled it. So
yeah, well, that was wild.
Yeah, okay.
I was literally just talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, well, actually, we got too much hate for it, so we're gonna cancel that."
Actually, we got fried by the West, so we're not gonna do it anymore. We're gonna wait a few years until he's of age, then we'll do it again.
I think that who in their right mind thought that was a great idea? Like, who was sitting at that meeting, put their hand up, and was like, "I have a great idea, boss. Why don't we hire a 9-year-old?"
You know that meme where they're in the office and that guy says something so controversial they throw him out the window. I think that's exactly what happened there. But he survived and it actually happened.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm scrolling down the rest of virtual ZEVEN and they seem like upstanding people, but I'm trying to look for these adult like these 18+ ones, and like I'm just seeing like decent designs for the other people.
There was a few. If you look at like the talent bios and stuff, like they just say 18+, blah 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 blah.
Oh well, yeah. This is their their homepage, so they have to be clean on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, a wild thing that I'm happy got shut down.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't have gotten to that point to begin with, but whatever.
That's a whole headache and a half.
And it's like weird because there must be obviously some sort of double standard, because I know kid channels usually get their fair share of hate like to begin with. But I think live streaming is just a completely different thing. There's a lot you could possibly say or do that you can't take back on like an edited video. Oh, my voice cracked.
Oh, Jesus. You're having one hell of a session. Right
Oh,
now.
we really are.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry, it's just a 13-year-old boy.
Okay.
It's just a squeaker coming through.
Yeah, it's the inner demon coming out.
Other than, is that all the VTuber news? Yeah, so you're gonna go away, VTuber news. We don't need you anymore. This is all yours.
This next one is something that's been on and off for me. I did hear about it a while ago, but while it was under a different name, but it's resurfaced for me again recently. Have you ever played GTA 5?
Yes.
Now imagine that all to be anime.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
So, Project Mugen, which they used to be called, which I thought was a very sick name, has changed their name.
Like the Michael Jackson guy from Demon Slayer?
Yes. Hey, I don't know. I find Project Mugen, the name, to have... It's got a good ring.
It's got oomph to it.
It's just me. Yeah. But now they've changed their name. Can you imagine what they changed their name to?
What did they change the name to?
Can you pronounce this?
Ananta. Ananta.
Ananta.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Ananta.
Ananta. But yes, they have changed the name to Ananta, but they are chugging on as usual. I don't know when this releases. They have released a new trailer about a week ago.
Ooh.
If you want to see it, I'll link it to you here.
Oh, hell yeah.
But basically, it's GTA 5, but it's just everything is anime. Have you seen Akiba's Trip?
No.
The game?
No.
Okay, well, if anyone's listening and has seen like the aesthetics of Akiba's Strip, it does remind me of that. It does have like art style of like Hoyo games too.
Ah, okay.
But the premise of the game is it's an open world RPG from two studios which I think I've heard of before. It's called NetEase Games, which I think I've heard from before, and a new studio called not new, but a studio called Naked Rain. Judging by this trailer, which I assume Edit and Nori is playing right now, it looks sick. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to play it. Like it's open world. It's RPG. If it's server based, which it probably will be, I think it'll be very, very fun and worth a look at.
The question is, can I beat women in it?
Why is that your first question?
Because when I play GTA 5, I beat women.
Anything I say or do from this point on will be used against me in the court of law. I don't know. I haven't seen, yeah.
I'm gonna take that as maybe no.
Maybe until I get my hands in the game and hopefully not try it.
Do you know if it's gonna be free to play or is it a paid for game?
I would assume it's gonna be paid. Like I wouldn't mind if I can see it being about $60 on launch. Maybe it'll be on sale soon. Or maybe they'll go the route of it'll be free, but it's microtransactions in the game. Maybe.
Oh no. Microtransactions.
Yeah, I would rather it be like GTA 5, just pay the $60 and just play the whole game. And maybe they'll have like DLCs like GTA 5 where maybe you'll have to pay to unlock them if you want to, or maybe you could just like grind for them. I don't know. But the graphics, the art style, the premise, it looks pretty good, judging by that trailer.
Nice.
I can already see myself wasting a lot of hours on this. I don't know why some of the I don't know why it looks like an amalgamation of every single successful game in the last century. Basically because some of the characters look like they're straight from Hoyo's games. One of the scenes looks like him. Hold on. One of the scenes well, it's obviously GTA 5. One of the scenes looks like him swinging off cobwebs from buildings, so basically Spider-Man.
I can be Spider-Man and beat women?
I can see where your priorities lie. But yeah, and I just hope that there's a lot to do with the game rather than just creating this kick-ass game with good graphics and good-looking characters and barely nothing to do.
And then be sad.
Yeah. So I hope that this will take off. I really do.
It looks cool. It looks really good. So
sick.
Maybe I might give it a try if it comes out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching the scene where he's like hanging out of a car with an RPG and shooting others with an RPG.
He's so me for real.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this one whenever it drops. I don't know when it drops. I haven't looked into it that much other than all the videos that came out recently. So if I disappear for a few months, you know where I've gone. If Yappin Time goes on hiatus, you know why.
Oh. Oh no. If I suddenly have to do Yappin Time by myself, it'll be
because you're playing with me. you're jumping on this game with me.
Oh hell yeah, I'm down.
But yeah, it's if you haven't seen it, I would recommend you look at the trailers. They're pretty good.
I'm definitely gonna be slapping a whole bunch of trailers in the video.
Oh yeah.
For everyone to watch.
Just slap it over me, just yapping the last 5 minutes. But yeah. Something I'm looking forward to. I guess it's gonna come out maybe sometime during 2025. Which you know
Holy
what else comes out 2025?
It's almost 2025.
Do you know what else comes out 2025?
What comes out 2025?
GTA 6.
Thank God.
I mean, I hope it does. I'm probably gonna jinx it, and it's gonna.
Literally for the last year, I've been like, wow, I really want to play GTA. I should get GTA 5. And every time I'm about to buy it, someone's like, don't buy it. GTA 6 comes out soon. I've been waiting a year. I've been waiting a year.
I feel like they're right at this point. They flogged GTA 5's online to the ground.
No.
Like they know they're making money from it, so they're beating the dead horse. So they should just hurry up and finish GTA 6 so that everyone can.
It's really wild because when did GTA 5 come out?
2013.
I feel like I was a child when they came out.
2013, I believe.
10 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I probably would have been like 12, 13.
11 years, yes.
Holy sheesh.
I remember when it first came out, everyone lined up for it.
I never had it. Well, okay, my brother had it. I never could play it. And then when I go over to my cousin's place, he'd always be playing it. So I'd be like, ha ha ha, my turn, biatch. And I would swim into the ocean and try to get eaten by sharks.
Did you get eaten by a shark?
I did. Multiple times.
Nice. Dream fulfilled.
Exactly. And then I would like look around trying to find like all the ghosts and stuff.
Australian behavior. Watch me swim out of the ocean and get bitten by a shark.
Okay, like the first time I was horrified because I didn't think there were sharks. Yeah. And then after that I was like, I'm gonna go get eaten.
But yeah, gonna be lit. It's gonna be a fun year ahead.
Hell yeah. Okay. Finally enough. I actually kind of had a sneaky little look at the Devil site the other day, and I guess you must have been online at the same time, because I saw your little status thing.
Oh.
But I saw that you posted a blog.
I did, yes.
You did.
I believe I hinted at this. I think it was episode 4-ish. I said I was gonna try blogging again, which is redundant now because I've gotten one. when I said I was gonna blog, I meant I have one blog and that's it. And that was it.
And then it's the end of the career.
Actually, no. That's actually, I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know how to pull it off, but basically, and this pours into my next point here. I don't know. Well, no one keeps track besides me, but I have placed second in my last 1, 2,
Ooh.
3, 4 challenges I've participated
Hell
in.
yeah!
Because I won one and I was in a high, so I started doing challenges from there on out. But I kept placing second for some reason, and I have no idea why.
I think I've only ever won 1 or 2 challenges. All the rest of my titles were from wiki entries.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, the challenges that I participated in are really fun. But let me pull them up. So the last one that I did was Time for Reincarnation. I came second. What's the other one? 90 Day Fiance, which was back in 2020. I came second. What was this one called? There was a challenge in 2021 which they've deleted the title for some reason, and I can't see what it's called.
Oh, that's weird.
I placed second. So I'm not mad that I'm placing second because
that's still an achievement.
Nothing. Like a podium finish is nothing to sneeze about. But I'm like, I'm just cursed with the second place curse. I'm like, I'm like, I know I'm good enough, but like, I can never like cross the finish line because someone's better than me.
You gotta like what are these first place people doing that you're missing?
Well, of course I read their blogs.
Yeah.
To like gauge myself out. I don't know. They've got like this last one. Props to them. I actually believe they should have got first place, but I wrote a whole story. They just wrote like a description of what it could have been, because the challenge was, what would you change from a world if you were reincarnated into it, basically.
Okay.
So I wrote a whole ass story, but I rushed the ending, and that was my fault. Because I thought, well, if I'm gonna impress the judges, I didn't want to. My mindset was I didn't want to bore them. So, because if it was too long, like, would they even read it?
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll make the middle part interesting, and then I'll summarize the ending, because fuck it. Yeah. And apparently that came back to bite me, because when I read the feedback, it was like, it was the best story we've ever read, but you rushed the ending. And I'm like,
oh no.
So lesson learned, never cut corners.
Never cut corners. I was always so sad, because you know how you can like suggest like competitions and stuff like that. Yeah. I suggested one, and the moderators at the time came back and they're like, hey, we've had one a little bit similar to this. Mm-hmm. I want to change it into a competition that you can host, but it's not going to be like a competition. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And pretty much I set out the baseline for something to give people an idea of what to do, but it wasn't actually like a competition that people could place in.
Oh, what was it?
It was just like an anime challenge one. And I was like, oh, I really wanted to host one and, like, you know, choose winners and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
I have, like, this toxic trait of when I used to blog, that I would wait till literally the day before. And then just, like, write a whole one in, like, the span of, like, an hour or two. And then be like, ah, yes, great.
I used to have bad habits when I was in my blogging phase, so to speak.
It was, yeah. I like I was in so many groups, and on top of doing all of my blogs and editing for all my blogs and stuff like that, I was also proofreading a lot of other people's stuff and giving them suggestions.
Oh my god.
Like you know those groups that like people would all join and they would be like, here's our little group tag and you can attach it to the end and stuff like that. We're all here to help each other. I was always the co-leader, and then when we would fall apart, I would become the leader somehow.
Oh my god. Okay.
So yeah, and then I was like, fuck my life.
Oh my god.
And I left.
Yeah. I wish I would just go. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. Just let it die.
Just let it die. I do have my sneaky little look every now and then.
Yeah.
And every time I go on it, I remind myself why I left.
Yeah. Like I as well pick every now and then. If I see a challenge that I like, which like this one, I'll just participate and then go away again.
I do really like I did really like the wiki entry challenges, and pretty much what they were was they'd give you a topic, you'd choose like 5 series, based on like the genre of the topic, and then as soon as you got 5 gold wikis, you get a title, and it was like the easiest way to get titles ever. Well, especially for me because almost like. I can't even say almost. Every single one of my wikis got like a gold feature sort of thing.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, it was like the quote unquote easy way to do it, but you still had to know your stuff.
Yeah. Like you had to actually put in work for it.
Yeah.
Put in a paragraph and call it a day.
And most of the time, literally what I did for those wikis was I would like rewrite the synopsis, write information about the characters, like the wiki information, and then rewrite my opinions, and then I would do like a review of the openings and the endings and then summarize it, and that's pretty much it.
Like the easy, like then you already got it. That was yours. So yeah, how many titles did you get out of that?
I think I have 5 or 6 titles. But one of those was from a competition, so probably like 5 are from the wiki.
Yeah.
And that was like back in like 2019, 2020.
Oh my god. The golden years. Because of COVID.
The golden years.
When everyone came back.
I had already been blogging for a few years before that, but I deleted one of my accounts. And then came back on a different account, so I lost everything.
Oh my god.
So, very sad.
Yeah. Oh well.
Ah well, what can we do?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, moving on, we finally get back to this one.
Yay, we circled all the way around for it. I've only been talking about this for weeks.
Oh my god. Let him have it. What happened?
I finally went on my little weekend getaway.
Nice.
It was absolutely fucking amazing.
Oh?
Other than the fact that I was in the part of Brisbane that everything was uphill from me.
Oh my god. What? So
okay. I was in a ditch. Literally, my hotel was in a ditch, and if I wanted to go to like Queen Street or anything like that, I had to walk uphill, like a steep hill all the way up, and it would like flatten for a bit, and I'd be like, oh my fucking god, and then I would look up and there would still be more.
Wow.
So other than the like, that was the most exhausting part of the trip, because we took a train up, so everywhere we went to we walked, and I was literally gasping for air.
Oh god.
we would stop at like a light to cross the road, and I'd be like Give me a fucking minute. Oh my god. And it was so unbelievably hot. It was like 29, 30 degrees the entire time I was there.
Jeez.
And it was like, oh, please. I have a wife and kid at home. I need to get home to my family.
You didn't go on a getaway. You went on a hiking.
I really did. And imagine me lugging around like a whole bunch of stuff, like from shops and stuff as well. But other than that, the oddities expo that I went to was really cool. I had a really awkward moment.
Oh.
So we had been walking around. Okay, me and my aunt, we decided we were going to do a loop around to view everything and then a loop around to buy everything.
Okay.
And about an hour into our first loop around, and we still only made it halfway through, there was a performance. Okay. There was like a little stage set up at the back and there was a performance. And funnily enough, I remember seeing this guy on TV, because he was a Guinness World Record holder. Okay. And he used to be on you remember the show on ABC3 where they would like try to do Guinness World Records and give them their little certificates and stuff like that?
I can't say I have. The last thing I saw on ABC3 was Madoka Magica.
Well, there used to be a TV show where these people would tour around the world and just show people, breaking records and stuff like that. And I'd seen this guy. I remember this guy. The first act he does, right? He tries to flex. He holds up a Rubik's Cube and he shows it to the audience. And he's like, how many of you know what this is? And everyone's like, it's a fucking Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
And then he tries to flex. And he's like, how many of you have solved a Rubik's Cube? And everyone's like, nah. I think there was like one person who put their hand up and like, yeah, I've done it. And he's like, he's like, see, it's hard enough to solve a Rubik's Cube, like, normally. Yep. I'm gonna do it behind my back.
Okay.
He struggles for like 5 minutes.
Bruh. And
then he pulls it out from behind his back, looks at it, puts it back behind his back, and struggles for like another 5 minutes. Jesus Christ. And he doesn't finish it. He's like, well, to the next act.
Oh my god. No way.
And I looked at my aunt, I was like, is this guy fucking for real?
He did not.
he did not. And then the next thing he did.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What?
He shoved, like the shark hooks?
Yeah.
He shoved it up his nose and made it come out of his throat.
Huh?
He shoved a shark hook up his nose.
What? Why?
And then if that wasn't unsettling enough, when he finally pulled it out, he licked it.
What? Why?
And then he did like the sword swallowing. And after that, I was like, okay. He's just putting things in his body. And then the final act that I watched before I walked away was him, quote unquote, using telepathy. And what he did is he pulled 2 people up from the audience, like the total of 5 people who was watching him.
Yep.
Told them to pick a book, read a paragraph, and then, set the book down and close it. And, he pulls up this girl and this, like, older man. And, after the girl's done reading, he's like, okay, I imagine feeling, like, constrained. Like, I almost feel like there's, like, water in my chest and blah, blah. I feel like a really dark energy, Yeah.
Why did you make me sound radical? Bro, like, I feel all this stuff going on.
That's how he was. And he's like explaining what he's feeling and all that sort of stuff. And then he's like, can you grab me the book and open to the page you're at, and I'll start reading it. And he stands there and he opens the book and he starts quietly reading and he's making all these faces. My fucking TV. Wait, what?
No.
My fucking monitor just turned off randomly. That doesn't happen. Okay. Anyway, he starts reading. He's making all these faces, and he looks at the girl and he's like, "So, out of 10, how would you rate my description?" And she's like 7. Okay. I'd say you said 7. You got it pretty right. And then he starts reading the passage, and it's about like this girl, and she's like feeling constrained, and she's got her hands bound up and stuff like that, and she's like drowning or whatever. And he's like, I would say that's a pretty solid description. You give me a 7. And then he was like, and to show you guys that all the pages aren't just the same, I'm just gonna flick through it. And he flicked through the book, and none of the pages looked the same.
Bruh.
But something in my brain tells me that the paragraphs might have just been rewonked around. Because I don't believe it for a second. I didn't even watch him do the second guy, because I was like, okay, I'm over it.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of cool taxidermy. I didn't find any mice taxidermy, by the way.
Oh.
Very sad. I really wanted to strip a mouse, but you know.
What kind of taxidermy did they have then?
They mostly had like mounted heads. They had some full body ones. A lot of the ones I really did want to get something cool, but it was so fucking expensive. It was so they were asking like $300 for a butterfly, and I was like, oh.
A butterfly.
You know how people do like, you know how people like put the butterflies in frames.
Oh yeah.
It was like that, and I was like, oh, if the butterfly costs $300, how much is this coyote?
Yeah, you can only imagine.
But there was a lot of cool things, and other than like, you know, taxidermy and stuff, there was like a lot of occultish sort of stores. There was a few art tables, and I got a lot of has-been prints, a lot of Hell of a Boss prints. I ended up getting a Mothman plushie, and he is my greatest purchase ever. And I also bought a mystery box from the same store, because they had these mystery boxes, and they were like $100 each, but because it was the last day, they like discounted everything, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get myself a mystery box. And inside of it, there was a mushroom plushie, mushroom sticker, mushroom air freshener, like one of those metal cups with like mushrooms and skulls printed on it and stuff like that.
Oh.
I would say for $50 it was a pretty good mystery box.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have paid. I wouldn't have been happy if I paid $100 for it, but $50 was fine.
Yeah.
And it was cool.
I guess. Yeah. For a mystery box.
Yeah. And we were spewing because we originally thought that it opened at 8. And the Oddies Festival didn't start until 10 a.m. And then Good Things started at, their gates opened at 11:30. So we were like, listen, if we can stick around here for an hour or whatever and then go to the Good Things Festival. I think we stayed at the Oddies Festival for like 3 hours, because it was just so cool. And we're like, we don't really mind being a little bit late to the concert because there wasn't any performers that we really wanted to see at that time anyway.
Yep.
But we finally finished at the Oddities Expo. We dropped all the stuff at the hotel. We went back up to the Good Things Festival, and I must have gotten there straight on time, because as soon as I walked through the doors, Bowling for Soup was on stage, and that is one of the bands that I wanted to see. I think I only missed like maybe 1 or 2 songs from them, and then listened to the rest of their set. And then, because it was so unbelievably hot at the Brisbane Showgrounds, we went to... So the way Good Things was set up is they had 2 stages in like the grass field. And then they had 2 stages undercover, like a little bit further away. And then they had like a 5th stage somewhere that we didn't even go to at all. But after watching Bowling for Soup, we went to the undercover stages and we listened to a few songs. We had like Frank Turner, Dragon, L7, 311, all this sort of stuff. And then finally we were like, okay, we have to go back onto the field now because Jet was playing. So we went back out there, we watched Jet, and then so the plan was go to stage 1 and 2, watch Jet.
Yep.
And then my aunt wanted to see Sleeping with Sirens, and they were back at stage 3 and 4. But we got really good seats. Like, okay, so like it's a big field and stuff, but then they had like a few seats, like a what are they called? The stair seats.
Oh yeah.
They had like all of those around. Yeah, we ended up getting a good one in the shade.
Oh.
So we watched Jet for like an hour, and then by the time Sleeping with Sirens was about to start, my aunt was like, "I've already seen Sleeping with Sirens, and I know that you don't really want to. You weren't really gonna see them anyway." So we stayed there for like the rest of the night, and we watched Living End, Violent Femmes, Sum 41 didn't show up. They actually cancelled coming to Brisbane, which is so sad.
Was it a last minute announcement that they did?
It was like a last minute one, because I think they had been to Sydney and Melbourne, but they didn't come to Brisbane. So that was kind of depressing. But, oh, and then we watched Electric Callboy, who is my new favorite band. I had never heard of them before, and now that I've heard of them, they are in the bloodstream.
Directly into the blood.
Directly into, and they were the last, they were the closing act of like the main stages before Korn went on. And not gonna lie, after Electric Callboy, me and my aunt snuck out to the merch line to get some stuff, so we just listened to Korn from afar because we didn't want to get trampled.
Well, probably the wise choice.
It was, I was seeing like videos of like people on TikTok posting, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a bit violent in there, isn't it?
A bit pushy around here.
A little bit pushy, because like, like Korn was the headliner.
Yeah.
And like me and my aunt were like, we'll listen to like 1 or 2 songs and then leave, just to say that we've heard Korn live.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what we did.
Nice.
So that was fun. The whole weekend was fun though. I had a fun trip. Very happy.
Sounds very eventful.
It's, what is it? It's Thursday and I'm still recovering.
That's how you know you had a good weekend. Is there any other concerts coming up that you're going to?
No.
No, not right now.
No.
Damn.
No.
Yeah.
There was so many these last 2 months specifically. Like, I wanted to go to the Mother one back in November, and I couldn't do it. I wanted to go to Miku Expo, couldn't do it. The Killers apparently performed in Brisbane like last night, couldn't do it. like literally, why in the span of the last 2 months of the year has everyone suddenly been like, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna come to Australia.
Oh my god, they're finally throwing us a bone, but we're not prepared.
I know. It'd be fine if I lived down there.
Yeah, like if you live in the area of like one of the major cities, you're like, yeah, just pop down the street, you're already there. But for you, like, you have to travel to, like, how long to get to?
On train from where I am is like 5 hours.
Seriously, you're that far out?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's 5 hours, and then you have to pay for like a hotel, and usually if you're doing that, you're gonna pay for like 2 or 3 nights and stay in the city for a while. Oh, actually, I stayed at my first backpackers for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was actually pretty chill. Like, my aunt said that it was like $90 a night for a room, and the room was pretty small. It had a bunk bed in it, and then like all the showers and stuff were like communal. But other than like, I think it got a little bit noisy because you could hear people going up and down stairs and coming in and out. But other than that, like, for just a place to sleep and rest, it was great. It had an aircon. I had the aircon on like 16, and every time I came back inside after going up into the town, I was like, oh gosh.
I mean, backpackers hostels, you get what you pay for. There's a few compromises, but like, it doesn't sound that bad. Like, if it's just noises from people like going up and down the stairs, you can probably just like block it out, right?
Yeah, I mean, the first night, okay, it was weird because the first night I didn't get sleep, but I also felt really well rested. And then the second night we stayed there, I was just so exhausted that I KO'd.
Oh my god. Wait, the first night, is it one of those sleeps where like, I know you said you didn't feel like you got enough, but like, did you like drift off and then all of a sudden just wake up like what felt like a few seconds?
I
just felt well rested.
Yeah, it was weird because like I every time when I wake up, I check my phone to see the time. Yeah. And it was one of those nights where I felt like I kept waking up every hour, 2 hours. And then I would like stay awake for like a few minutes and then go back off to sleep. But like, despite waking up like on the hour, every hour on the dot, like I wasn't tired.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, that's probably because I was gonna say, if it's like one of those sleeps where you thought you drifted off for a few seconds, but then you just woke up the next morning. I think that's one of those really good sleeps.
Yeah, no, that second night was definitely like it.
Yeah.
I think by the time we got home, it was like 10:30, which isn't late, but
that's not bad. Yeah.
It's not late, but I was so tired that I went to sleep and I did not wake up until like 7 a.m. the next morning.
Oh my god. Like your head hit the pillow and all of a sudden it's just like...
Yeah, exactly.
Understandable. Have a great day.
But yeah, that was my weekend. Sadly enough, I didn't... Literally, I wanted to get anime figures. And I did not see... We didn't come across a single anime store.
They've been... I've heard a lot of... Well, especially around like the Sydney area. I don't know how it is up there, but I would assume it's the same thing. There's a few smaller stores here and there that like are shutting down recently. Like there was a boom at one point where there would just be a random anime shop that would open in some random like suburb, like especially around my area, and I'd be like, that's an interesting move to like open something that's not in high demand technically. And they survived for a bit. Now they're falling like flies.
Well, yeah, it was weird. I guess I just was in a different part of Brisbane that I'm usually used to.
Yeah.
Because last time I went up, I swear to God, every corner I turned, there was anime stores.
Yeah.
And then when I came the weekend, there was like some stores, you know, the ones that like sell like cute stationery and some plushies and stuff like that. There were stores like that, but they didn't have anime figures.
Yeah, they're just more like Sanrio.
Yeah, but I mean, with the luggage that I had to lug back, I'm kind of happy.
Yeah.
I'm just, I stuffed my suitcase. I had to like use 2 hands to hold it closed so I could zip the zipper back on. That's how packed it was. And my suitcase is not small.
I'll tell you what, if that's you just on a weekend getaway to Brizzy, if you ever go to Japan,
it's gonna be over for me.
It's Jova. Like
it's Jova.
I'm actually scared for you.
I literally, like, my aunt was like, if I buy something, I could always just post it back to my house.
Oh my god, that was my friend's mindset when we went to Japan last time.
Just ship it all back over.
Just
isn't shipping from Japan to Australia really expensive?
Oh, it was a fortune.
Oh,
We ended up just buying 5 luggages and splitting the baggage allowance.
yeah.
But yeah, that mindset of, oh, don't worry, we'll just ship it back. Like, I find it funny. Like, it's a good last resort. But it depends where you are. If you're in a different country, it's not worth it. If from
yeah, keep going. I just remembered something.
Yeah, but like if it's domestic, I think you would have been fine even if you did it.
Okay. It was a really good weekend. And then we almost fucking missed the train coming home.
You did what now?
Because we were like, so we woke up and I think it was like 8 a.m. No, I think it was 7 a.m. when we left. We were like, we're going to go to Queen Street one last time.
Yep.
And then from Queen Street, we'll come back to the hotel, check out, go to the train station.
Yep.
We got to Queen Street, went to the mall. Nothing opened until like 9, 10 o'clock. And our train was left at 11, okay?
Jeez, okay.
So we did loops around the shopping center. We're doing loops and loops and loops, waiting for literally anything to open.
Yep.
And we're doing that, and we were like, oh, this is great. We got back to the hotel at 10, which is the time that we said like we should have been getting back to. So we're like, oh, this is fine. We still got an hour before the train. Like,
yeah.
Like, we walked from the train station to the hotel, and it only took like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we'll sit in the hotel for a little bit longer. So we sat. Got to like 10:20, and we're like, okay, we'll get up and we'll start walking back to the train station because it wasn't that far away, and we'll be there like, 10-20 minutes before the train's even meant to be there. Put the little thing on Google Maps. It takes us a completely different direction to the way we had walked from the train station to the hotel. And we're like, oh, it must be just taking us to like the main entrance, because the way that we climbed up was like up a steep hill upstairs and then down a hill. Yeah. So we're like, oh yeah, that makes sense to us because we didn't walk through the front. We walked through the back entry. Walking. There's a ton of construction. Walking. And we're starting to stress. At this point, we're starting to stress because it's pushing like 10:30, 10:40.
Yep.
We look at something that says like Roma Street Station. And we're like, do we go in here? Because this is a gate that says Roma Street Station.
Yeah.
But we couldn't tell if it was the tram line or the train station. And Google Maps was telling us that the entry was still like another 300 meters away from us. So we're like, okay, we'll walk down to where Google's telling us to go. And we walk down, waddle. We're starting to rush at this point because it's 10:40, 10:50.
Yeah. I would imagine.
And we literally can't see jack shit because there's like all this construction going on. They've like covered up the building.
What? No way.
And my aunt's like, it's still telling me that it's like down the street more. And I'm like exhausted. I'm carrying like a 10-kilo bag full of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like out of breath at this point, and it's like 30 degrees. And she's like, I'll run up ahead and I'll call you over if I see something. And I'm like, okay. Okay. And she starts struggling a little bit, and then I see her turn around and come back, and she's like, I think it's this way. I was like, okay, I'll come this way with you then. And there's like this construction, bless his soul. There was this construction worker sitting in a chair at like the end. I guess he was just like, making sure things were going well. And he's like, are you guys looking for something? I was like, we are looking for the train station. And he's like, oh, you already walked past it. Oh. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. So we run all the way back to this gate that we had seen, and we go in. And of course, it has those like, those things that you have to tap your card to walk through?
Yeah.
It has one of those. And we're like, what the fuck do we do? Like, like what? So we walk up to the little reception, and the lady's already serving 2 people. And we're there like, hurry up. And we show her tickets, and she's like, "Oh yeah, let me just walk on over and scan the thing for you."
Yeah.
You know. So we scan the tickets, we go through, and we're walking, and we're going faster and faster and faster, faster, faster. And I'm seeing like platform 1, platform 2. We're supposed to go to platform 10.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, we go over to platform 10. It's up a fucking staircase. So I'm lugging my bag behind me, absolutely dying. And I see platform 10 right above me. Mm-hmm. And we must have gotten there within like 2 minutes of the train arriving. I was so tired.
No way.
I was so sore.
Yeah.
I literally, for Monday, for the rest of Monday and Tuesday, I could not feel my legs after this weekend.
You really did go on a hiking trip.
I couldn't feel my legs.
Jesus.
They felt numb. My arms were sore.
Jesus Christ. You got a workout in. Who needs a gym?
I got a workout, but at what cost?
Oh my god. Your sanity.
But that was my weekend. That was my weekend.
You got lost in the city.
We got lost so many times.
Damn. Well, it would have been worth it if you found an anime shop, but you didn't.
I went into a singular K-pop store, to buy a Christmas present.
Did you get something?
I didn't get anything for myself. I got a Christmas present for my friend though.
Oh, damn.
And then I did have a look at those like little stores, but I was like, they're all blind boxes and stuff, and I'm not ready for that commitment.
Yeah, blind boxes are a whole different thing.
And I was like, I had already spent like $200 at the Oddities Expo, so
yeah.
I was like, I'm happy, I'm content.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
I would do it again. I would so do it again. I would very much do it again.
Jesus. Like in a heartbeat?
In a heartbeat.
If
maybe
you woke up tomorrow and it's like Groundhog Day and you had to do it all over again. But and you're just like, yeah, it is what it is.
If I had to do it all over again, I would definitely call myself a fucking taxi.
You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. But that's my little rant completed.
Yeah. Get it off your chest.
It was such a good weekend.
Glad to hear about your weekend. But have you seen this next point?
I haven't played Mouthwashing. I haven't watched gameplay, but I have seen a lot of amazing cosplays, and that makes me want to play it.
Yeah, like I think I don't know if every, but a handful of VTubers and their pet dogs have played this game.
I know. Everyone's played it, and I've been like trying not to watch it because I want to play it.
Yeah. I watched like a few playthroughs, but even if I've watched it and I know what happens, I really still want to play it because it looks really interesting. This is the first game I've seen from this studio. Wrong Organ, I think it was. That's the studio name.
Ooh.
Oh, if they make more games like similar to this one, I think I'll be a huge fan. I'll just play all of them.
But yeah, no, it looks really cool, and I really want to play it.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. Also, I put it there because I wanted to talk about it, and I don't know if you heard of it. Well, obviously you would have because like I said, every VTuber,
everyone knows about it.
Yeah, but do you know any other horror indie games such as Mouthwashing that
I still don't really understand the concept of Mouthwashing. I know that there's a small crew, and that's about it.
I think it's best if you just played it. You get around to playing it.
I really want to.
if you get around to playing it, we can talk about it. Because I want to play it as well. So if we both play, we can just chat about it the next time.
True, very, very true. Horror, really good horror indie games, like Mouthwashing. I've played a lot of like itchier horror games, but I don't think any would compare to it.
Oh, yeah, like there's no notable ones you've come across recently.
Yeah, like I play so many of them, and yet I can never like be like, oh, this is a really cool horror indie game that I love. Like, you should play this. Like, because all of them are like just sort of good. Like just okay. There is one that I'm waiting for that I cannot remember the name of. But it's like a dinosaur horror game.
Oh.
So like you're exploring and like all these dinosaurs come and chase you. And it looks like it'll be super scary, super terrifying. And I really, really want to play it. So I'll have to find I think it has a demo at the moment, but it hasn't got a like full game. It looks good. That's a horror game I'm waiting for.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to ask if you knew any horror games that I don't know about. Because I might go on a spree soon. Like just going down a horror game list.
Yeah. That would actually be pretty cool. That's kind of what I did in October for like Halloween. I just like looked at every single horror game and I was like, ah yes. Oh, I did like Late Night Mopping. That was a cool little horror one.
Was it Late Night Mopping?
Yeah. It's on Itchier. A lot of these other ones I played aren't really recommendable. Which is sad. Which is sad. Like, when you play them, you're like, oh, well, this is actually a pretty good little game. And then when you, like, think about them later, you're like, I've seen better.
I've seen better.
I've seen better from, like, big name games. They did. They used to show Oran High School Host Club,
Okay,
Vampire Night,
yeah. Okay.
Sword Art Online,
Okay.
K-On!
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
And Fruits Basket.
I think I remember them showing Madoka Magica at one point.
Oh yeah, Madoka.
Yeah.
And like the last few years, I know they've been showing like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z as well.
Oh yeah, that was a classic.
Yeah.
They can't go wrong with that. But yeah, I remember they showed Madoka Magica. I'm like, are you sure you should be showing this on ABC?
I remember because it used to be the last thing before the channel turned off.
Yeah, and that was like at
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Yeah, like when all the kids are clearly asleep, right? So...
I would like stay up and I'd be like, please, I just want to watch my episode of my anime. But what's weird? Okay, what's weird? Is I must have been destined to be a fucking weeb, okay?
Okay.
Because I used to watch, like, anime as a kid.
Yeah.
And I just never blinked. Never thought anything about that, right? I went to my aunt's wedding when I was in grade 7. So I would have been, like, 12 or 13. And I guess you could say uncle, he was watching Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, okay.
And when we got there, he was about halfway through the series. So I watched the end half of it with him. And then when he went to bed that night, I restarted it from episode 1. Okay. And for the next day, I watched it from start to finish.
Holy shit.
Wow. And then when it was done, I started it from start to finish. You need to understand, I was in this house for 2 weeks because they live very far away. We were in this house for 2 weeks. So I watched it about 3 times. I watched Full Metal Alchemist, which is like 60 episodes.
64.
64. I watched it 3 times.
Jesus Christ.
And then when I came home, just before I left to come home, one of like their friends that we had brought up with us, he was like, oh, you know there's like another series of it, like Brotherhood?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh yeah, and it's like more like what's the word?
The manga.
Yeah. And I was like, oh. And then I got home. And then I looked on my little tablet and I searched up where to watch anime.
Oh my god.
And I watched Fullmetal Alchemist from Brotherhood from start to finish.
Where it started for you.
And then I found out there was more anime. And I think I went back to my roots and I was watching like Ouran High School Host Club and Fruits Basket and stuff like that.
And you never looked back.
And I never looked back.
Well, at least you started off well.
I've been taught well.
No, yeah, and like you had a smooth transition to it. I think I told you this before. I tripped over a video of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood straight up on YouTube, and then that's when it started for me. And you know what I watched after that?
What?
To Loveru. To Loveru in High School DxD. Can you imagine the whiplash?
Yeah, that's like when I watch like a really cutesy anime and then I watch something really horrifically fucked up afterwards. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I've recently been watching Magical Girl Sight. Have you heard of it?
Magical Girl Sight?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
If you can handle pretty dark subjects, I would suggest looking into it.
Sorry.
I'm up to episode like 3 or 4, and I'm like, what?
Ooh, it's got an interesting artwork.
Don't let Magical Girl fool you. I found out most Magical Girl animes are the most fucked up things ever.
Why is it the Magical Girls? What did they do?
What did they do?
Ooh, okay, it's spiking my interest right now.
I need to watch the rest of it, because I think I'll definitely like it. I just took a break, because I started watching other things. I started watching, like, Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. That was really good. I watched that all. That was really good. And then I watched, I've been watching, like, a lot of, like, 3-minute series. Like, you know,
like
the teeny tiny ones. Because I'm like weaning myself back into watching anime.
No, that's those 3-minute ones are pretty good. Like, to get yourself back into it. Then you can go back to the 24-minute ones. Yeah,
and most of the 3-minute ones pretty good too. And you can finish them like within an hour.
Yeah, basically.
I can finish like 2 seasons of those 3-minute episodes in like an hour or 2 and feel like I've really accomplished something. What we got? Pokemon TCG Pocket. I'm addicted.
Yes. How are you going with that?
I'm so addicted to it that I loaded up my old phone to make myself a second account to open packs because I'm so addicted to it and I'm just waiting to trade. But, for some reason, okay, this phone is an older phone.
Yep.
And I don't know why. But I'm sending you a video of what is happening because I don't understand why it happens. So I just installed Pokemon on my older phone that's like cracked and shit, and I charged it up. Tell me why it does this every time I open a packet. Wait. Oh my god, the screen's fucked. Why does it do that? Why does it do that?
What? Like,
I don't. Every single pack that I open on my old phone, like, glitches in that really weird way. And sometimes it's worse, and sometimes it's like a little bit. But I do not understand it.
It can't be the screen. The screen looks fine.
The screen has a few little cracks in it, but I just don't. I don't understand.
Unless it's like the phone's really old and the FPS can't keep up with it.
Well, my phone did have a little bit of trouble loading, and that's why I swapped to my new one.
Yeah.
But it's not really that old.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally the phone I had right before the one I have at the moment. So I've only had this one since my birthday, so like 6 months ago. Not even 6 months ago. Yeah, 6 months ago. I've never seen
that before.
It's every pack. It's every single pack.
It's a feature, not a bug.
What annoys me even more?
Yeah.
Okay. So on Pokemon, I have almost every card except for like the extra EX and art cards, right? Like all the rest of them I almost have. On this new account, I've gotten almost every single one that I don't have on my main account. So I need trading to become a thing as soon as possible so I can finish my Pokédex.
Yes. I wish they did too.
Apparently it's coming out January.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like it's confirmed?
It was I looked at the Pokemon TCG Twitter, and they said a lot of their updates. Okay, we're gonna have another deck come out before the end of the year. That's confirmed.
Oh, thank God.
Training is somewhere January. So I don't know if it's the very start or more towards the end, but it's gonna be January.
Hell yeah. Can't wait to offload my doubles.
But I am obsessed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I check in.
See the notification.
I check in at least like 4 times a day.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm not spending the fast forward things.
Ah. Okay.
So, I know when the intervals are gonna tell me like when I can open a pack and shit. If I ever if I open the app like a little early and it's like less than an hour and I only have to spend like 1 or 2 like hourglasses, I will. But like I don't like in the beginning I just went fuck it, 12 hourglasses, what the hell. now I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna see how far I can save those hourglasses for like a future pack. Like if I really, really want something.
Yeah.
I haven't bought anything in the store either. Like I still have those shop points. And I think
I haven't bought any. Oh, you mean like in the store altogether?
In the actual store. You know how you get those purple like bag looking things that you can buy like sleeves and backgrounds.
I've bought everything.
I'm waiting for the right one.
Other than actual money things.
Yeah.
I've bought pretty much everything. I've even gotten all the event things so far.
Did you cancel your premium pass?
Oh, it just cancelled automatically for me. Because what I did was I signed up and cancelled it like straight away.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh yeah, we'll just run it until it was supposed to be anyway. I was like, hey,
yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah. It's like,
but it did run out. It did run out. It was like 2 weeks, and I was like, oh, what? I wanted more.
Yeah.
But looking at my thing right now, I've got 193 out of 226. And that's excluding the art cards and stuff I've learnt.
Oh, it doesn't count that.
No, it doesn't. Like, when you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it doesn't show you the spaces for the art cards. It just, like, puts them in next to each other. But you can see them, like, when you open a pack and you get a new card, you can see the spaces.
Oh.
So that's how I've been figuring out how many... Oh, actually, and the little point things for opening your packs. I've been checking how many there are through there.
Yes.
But, I was also very mad. Because they had the, like, event, like, their battle event going.
Yep.
And I was grinding this afternoon, because it finished this afternoon.
Okay.
And I was like, I need 6 more wins, and then I get the last emblem. And I was like, do. And I got to the last fight. Oh, second last fight. I got put with someone called Manly Man, and I'm gonna say their user because I'm so fucking pissed. Okay. And I'm in there and I'm trying to speedrun this shit and I'm putting my cards in and they're doing absolutely nothing.
Oh my god.
So what I do is I exit, I concede, I say, you can have this win, bro. I need to get this emblem. This very last one, because I'm on 0.44 out of 45. I just need one more win and I get it.
Yeah.
And this is like, it's like 3:40 at this point, and it finishes at 3:59.
Oh my god.
And
No
I go back and I try to resync with another player to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
It's Manly Man again.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, okay, well, obviously you're sitting there pressing start fight because we wouldn't have got put back together if you weren't actively sitting there. So we load in, and I put my cards in, and he puts his cards in, and I use my energy, and I've got like a Bulbasaur, so I need 2 points before I can do anything. And I'm like, okay, Manly Man, it's your turn. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have to wait like 80 seconds for the cooldown before it like swaps to me. And I put my emblem in, and I hit him, and I'm like, okay. And then it goes to him again. And then I wait for 80 seconds. Okay. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the clock and I was like, it's 3:55, it's 3:56, it's 3:57, it's 3:58, it's 3:50. Oh god, it's 4:01. And I'm still in this fight with him. I really hope I get my win. And then, at 4 o'clock, it does that thing where it's like, the new day has begun.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I won the battle with him, and I started it before the day started. I should get it, right?
Yep.
The app restarts, because it's a new day. Nothing.
Oh my god.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Oh no. Oh no.
I needed one more win to get that last battle emblem.
Yeah.
And I won the fight. Where is my emblem?
I think, you know what you should do? I think this warrants a very angry email.
I'm gonna email Nintendo and tell them if they don't give me my emblem, I'm gonna scream.
Oh my god. Very
I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Like, because I was speedrunning this. If I didn't think I was going to win immediately, I would concede and get lured into the next battle. This is how I was so serious in trying to get this emblem, because it was the last one I needed, and I really needed to win a few more fights.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm about to lose, concede, load me up into another one. And then I'd be like, oh shit, they have a fire deck and I have a grass deck. Concede, leave. I ain't got time to lose. I'm on a winning spree.
Oh god.
And then Manly Man fucked it all up for me.
You're gonna remember this name forever.
So Manly Man, watch your back.
Jesus Christ.
Because I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get you. And I'm gonna make it look like an accident.
Probably doing it on purpose.
I was so pissed.
Jesus Christ.
Because I started the battle before the cutoff time.
Yeah.
And then I won it. I should have gotten the point.
Should have. Technically, it should be yours, but
it should be mine.
Yeah. Damn.
It's not my fault that your reset daily thing is 4 p.m. for Australia.
Damn. Time zones, am I right?
I'm so my stupid model can't even do an angry face. So I just look derpy. But I'm so mad.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Seething.
It was gotten anyone else.
I was so hopeful when I saw him again. I was like, okay, obviously he's back. He's here. He's gonna do something. I know what deck he has. He has a rock deck, and I'm gonna kick his fucking ass. And no.
He successfully thwarted you.
I'm so mad.
Damn. Well, if you ever see him again, don't.
If I ever see him again,
yeah,
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
It's only game. Why you have to be mad?
I'm gonna be so mad.
It's only game. Why you have to be mad?
If I want to kill some poor man's Pokemon, I'm gonna do it.
Jesus Christ, I believe you too.
I've built a deck that's like Bulbasaur and Caterpie, and it's like the ultimate healing deck. Because if you evolve Caterpie to the fucking Butterfree or whatever it is, you can get 20 heal. And then because I have 2 of them, that's automatically 40. And then if you have your Bulbasaur all the way evolved to a Venusaur, it's like 100 damage and 30 plus health to you.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I'm doing mad damage on people and like not getting hit a single scratch.
Jesus Christ.
And then I have like a ton of heal potions and stuff.
You're a menace.
I really am. I really am.
Oh my god. Actual menace.
My biggest flex is I beat someone who was like level 35 the other day. And I was like, oh, get wrecked.
Can you imagine like you're on a win streak, like you're on top of the world, you're like, yeah, I'm so cool. And then like the 5-year-old on the other side is like like actually.
What's even funnier is I think some people see my deck sometimes and they know what it is and they just immediately concede.
Oh my god. Yeah. They don't want to deal with it. Winning by concede, winning by default. Isn't that great?
I just get very, very mad when someone has like a coughing. Because they have like an ability that can poison you from the bench.
Oh my god, really?
It's so annoying.
Bro. From the bench? Like,
yeah, from the bench. People can use their abilities. Which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a Greninja deck, but I don't have duplicates yet.
Oh.
So it's still in theory, but I feel like it will work very good once it's built.
Yeah. You'll get them in due time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my Pokemon TCG is extending to the real life again. Because every time I go into the store, I'm like, can I buy a Pokemon pack?
They know exactly how to market, like especially like the Pokemon packs, what they look like.
I'm trying to. There's like a new evolution set coming out.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The like Crystal Crown ones or whatever.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Oh my god, yeah.
I want them. I haven't collected real Pokemon cards in so long. I just steal them from children.
I'm trying to stop, but every time they come out with a new pack, which is more often than I expect it to be, it just like they know how to market it. If you look at the rare cards in each pack, they know exactly how to like spread it so that you still buy it. Like the last one was Surging Sparks. I wasn't interested to begin with. Like I was like, okay, Surging Sparks is just like a really good Pikachu, and that's it. But I'm like, oh, some of the full arts are pretty good. Not gonna lie. Like it's not the EX, it's not the rest of the rare card, but the full art cards are pretty good as well. Which I have said before, I preferred the full art cards rather than like the EX or the Vs or the VMAXs.
Yeah, I haven't gotten like a lot of my cards are just basic because I did steal them from a child, but the ones
still wild.
But the ones I do collect, like I have most of the Detective Pikachu ones. Most of them. I was missing like a few, and I was so sad because they stopped selling them like in Kmart around me. So I've been waiting to see if I can get my hand on a pack just to like finish that set. Like I'm starting off small, and then gonna try reorganize my current Pokemon cards into their proper series. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna do it that way. But that's like a lot of effort.
So, it's a lot of effort, but it's worth it in the end.
I know it'll be worth it. I think what's wild to me is there's been a new store open up in my town recently. It's like very really? It's like really retro feeling. Like you go in and there's like arcade machines and there's like an old TV with a Wii and blah 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 blah. And then they mostly sell like Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that. And like just little like PS2 video games and like really old retro games.
Oh, okay.
And I thought it was cool at first. But okay, so I go to the Sunday markets almost every weekend, right?
Yes.
And I remember these people because they used to sit at the Sunday markets. And what they would do is they would sell their stuff or they would buy stuff for cheap off of people. Okay. So like someone would come in with a stack of PS2 games and they would like buy it off of them. Yeah, and I'm assuming it's so they could get this shop and do this.
Okay.
And then I was looking around at the Pokemon cards because they have like a big wall, like a big shelf with a glass panel, and they have all these cards in them. And all these cards are, you know, $200, $300, like blah, 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 blah. What I don't understand is that none of these are like professionally graded or anything. And I feel like if you're going to sell a card for $200, $300, it should at least be graded.
Yeah.
Not just bought off of someone and then, you know, resold for what eBay sells them.
Seriously? So what? They just put it in a sleeve and they slap a
Pretty
price
much.
of like $200 to it
Pretty
and say,
much.
just trust me, bro.
Like, I feel like if you're going to sell cards that much, you could at least go through the effort of getting them properly graded.
Exactly. Like, because it looks better graded anyway. Because, like, if you know what, if you're collecting, you know exactly what it is.
Like
if it's graded.
If I look at that, like me just looking at that, in my town where stuff like this isn't exactly popular, I'm not going to go into a shop, look at it, and be like, I'm going to buy this card for $300.
Exactly.
Like, without knowing what it is.
Yeah, like, it could be fake. Like, you don't even know.
You don't even know, because, like, they've just bought it off of random people. So there's, like, a higher chance of them being fakes if they don't know what they're doing. Which I doubt they do, because they're about my age or younger. Or maybe a little bit older, actually, if they're in a store.
Wow.
It's just wild to me. I'll probably buy, like, video games from there and stuff like that, but I think I'm going to veer away from the Pokemon cards.
Yeah. I think it sounds like they can get away with it because you're all the way out there. If they did that in, like, the city, I think they just get fried.
Oh, definitely.
And I was
looking at the set that they had, because they had a few cards, you know those rainbow cards that I was showing you?
Yeah.
That I have? They had those cards that they were trying to sell for like $150 each.
Nice try.
I was like,
Yeah, nah, that ain't gonna fly when there's like legit collectors around. They'll fry the hell out of you.
And it was so weird because it's just a small shop. Like, I think room wise, it's like the front of the store is about the size of my office. But they've done it weirdly because they have like an island in the middle. So that automatically makes like the walkway pretty tight around the rest of the store. And when I went in, I don't know if it's just because it was like the first weekend it was open or something, or had opened just pretty recently, because I didn't realize it. And I go to that part of town a lot, so I think it just opened. But there was a lot of people in there within like the 30 minutes I was in there trying to look around, and I got so cramped that I walked out. And I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this.
Bruh.
Because there was just so many people in there so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, and if they didn't have the island, I feel like I would have been fine.
Yeah.
But there was just too many people in there for the way that they had it set up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's crazy they do that though.
Yeah,
but, hey,
I don't trust them.
You gotta do what you gotta do, like in this economy.
You gotta do what you gotta do, but
yeah,
I don't see them being there for that long if that's their prices.
We'll see. Keep an eye on them.
Keep an eye on. I'll tell you when they close. Did I ever tell you? So there was one around the corner from my high school.
Yeah.
And I went there one afternoon because I was on my way home. I took the long way home because I was like, I really want to stop by the store and see what it's like, right? And I walked in because this shop used to be a movie store. And then it got changed into like a game store.
Yep.
And I walked in and I'm like, this looks a bit weird. Because imagine a really big long store and like more than half of it is like empty tables. And then the front half of it looks like it's packed with like Pokemon cards and figures and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And it was also like dimly lit and like had that weird musky carpet smell.
Oh, ew.
I walked in and I was like, I don't feel like I should be in here. And I kind of like walked in and I walked towards the stuff and I was like, gonna look at it. And then I realized on like the opposite corner of the door, there was like this table of guys and they must have been playing D&D or something.
Yeah.
And they all looked at me. And I was like, hi.
Hello.
And and then like turned and started walking towards the other stuff to look at it again.
Yeah.
And then one of them got up from the table, and I guess it was the guy who ran the store or something. And he came up, he's like, "Oh, do you need help finding anything?" Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Oh, no, thank you. I'm just looking around." And then I immediately ducked my head down and walked out the store afterwards because I felt so creeped out. Like,
my God.
This was like the epitome of people who have never come out of their basement joining up to play D&D in a creepy little game store.
By the sounds of it, it sounds like a dungeon store.
It really was.
That I guess the tables are because like they hold tournaments or some shit.
I guess.
And by the sounds of it, I know a few of these stores of what you're trying to say. Like there's some like near me as well. And it's weird because every time I walk past it, it's just the same group of like high school friends by the looks of it who are sitting around a table with like surrounded by all this stuff and no one else. Like there's never been anyone else other than them in the store.
I really like I never went back after that. After the experience, I was like, "Oh, this is a little bit creepy. I'm not going back." But I recently looked online because I was trying to look at like stores in my town, and it looks like they must be under new ownership or something. Because it looks good, and it looks like they sell anime figures and stuff like that. So I really need to go back in at some point and see what they actually have.
You think the owner had an epitome when you ran out of the store, and he was like, "We have to change our game plan.
We have to change our game plan."
We can't have the girls running out like that."
And then I remember I was telling that story to a girl at my school, and she's like, "Oh yeah, actually, like my boyfriend goes there a lot." Yeah, you're right. They're all fucking weird.
No.
And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
The owner just watching you leave, like, holy shit, I need to reevaluate my business strategy. What do you mean no one likes dimly lit lighting? And
it was so creepy.
But it sounds of it, you walked into a basement.
It literally. There's like no windows or anything, and it was just like a few LED lights around the place. And I was like, smells weird in here. You should go take a bath.
Bro was not asking you if you needed help. He was wanting you to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad you got out of there. It's like, let me show you my card collection.
And this must be like a core memory for me or something, because it's something I think about all the time to this day.
By the sounds of it, it would be for me too. You made it sound like in the movies where they're in like a creepy basement and it's like a flickering light, musty smell, freaking puddles all over the floor.
This is what it was. It's literally what it was.
Yeah. Actual horror story.
I have so many stories. It's not even funny.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, we should dedicate one whole episode to like those stories.
Well, I've already told you guys about how I stole Pokemon cards from a child.
Yeah.
And now you hear about my creepy game shop experience.
Jesus Christ.
Tune in next time for where I tell you when a guy chased after me with an axe.
The wacky life of Seiko.
I draw my life. I have like a whiteboard.
It's like full, like in the first like 3 minutes. It's like playing Hangman, but you've got all the letters already. Like 10 seconds. Damn. Anyway, this next part, I believe, is you?
Yeah, it's me. It's the final thing we got. And that is our indie spotlight.
Who is it this time?
Okay. I'm finding it very hard to... like, I've been watching a lot of people. I do skip from place to place and try to find people, like new people and all this sort of stuff. And the next person I have on my list, Yume Hana. She's another blue-haired... Oh, wait, actually, I got a photo that I can send to you so you can see her.
Oh, yes.
Let me find pictures. I couldn't find a full body of her, but if you can tell I'm a little bit biased.
Straight away.
I'm a little bit biased.
Oh, that's actually. I'm looking through all of the features that she has. It's a very interesting hybrid. You know who I first thought when I just saw this?
Who?
Actually. Do you remember Sinan from SAO?
Yes. Yes.
I guess the ALO variant where she has cat ears.
Yes.
But this one's a dog ear.
I was gonna say she looks like she could be my sister.
Oh, she could actually, to be honest.
We're both blue-haired dogs with purple streaks.
Yeah, I see it now.
I'm incredibly biased towards her design, but I've also been watching her Walking Dead playthrough recently. She's playing like the Telltale games.
Oh, she's playing Walking Dead.
Yeah. I own it, and I've still never played it myself.
Probably should get around to that.
I probably should. It's just I'm too lazy to be committed to long-term games at the moment.
Oh, but it's a good streaming thing.
It is. I've been meaning to stream it. It's just
split into a few parts. Get a few good episodes, like a few streams out of it.
Exactly. There's like I can't remember. I think there's 4 seasons, and then there's like a few different chapters of like random spin-offs. So you could play it for ages and ages and ages.
Yeah.
It's just I don't have the brain capacity for that. And I want to play it because The Walking Dead is genuinely like my most favorite thing ever. Mm-hmm. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I love watching other people play it like you may. And I think I watched Luca play it at some point when he first started playing it.
Walking Dead. I think I vaguely remember that. I'm going through Yumehana's channel. When did she... Oh, that was... Actually, no. When did Yumehana debut? Oh, yeah, actually a while ago.
She debuted a while ago, but I think I was looking through her Twitter earlier. I think she graduated at some point and is like recently sort of come back.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it looks like she did.
So I don't think her channel has all of her old stuff.
Because I think she has videos from like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, so she's been around for a while.
Ungraduated like 5 months ago.
Okay. Yeah. She's just like me for real.
Oh my god, she's... Where did that lead you? Back to me.
But no, I saw her design and I was like, oh, she's me.
Yeah, it's literally...
It's literally me.
Yeah. Okay, so she streams every day.
Every day but Sunday.
Except Sunday, okay.
So I've been watching her from time to time whenever I have the time to watch people. And if she's online...
I know you're putting the last week's footage in here, but did we say an ending last week? Did we sign it off using something, or
we signed it off using the cheese grater?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Never mind. That can be the ending. I was gonna say if we could record a different one, but
no. We should record an ending for this episode, but for last episode I used the cheese grater.
Oh, okay.
I like edited out some footage from like the middle that I was gonna reuse.
Reuse? What are you gonna reuse it for?
For this episode.
Okay. Nice.
But how do we end the episode? Google Wiki how to end podcast episode.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
God.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Well, I don't know. Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8.
You didn't finish it.
7, 8.
Did you cut off?
7, 8.
Yeah.
That
was sick. I have never heard that one before.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Tell me another one.
What do you call what do you call a dead deer with no eyes?
Well, I don't know. What do you call a dead deer with no eyes?
No idea.
Oh.
What do you call a dead deer? Wait.
What?
What do you call a dead deer with no eyes after it got hit by a car?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Still no idea.
Okay, props to you. I've never heard that one actually. Damn. Did Google tell you these? What the hell?
I just know these from childhood.
Oh my god.
Who
let you cook?
Let's I've got some more jokes. You ready?
Go on.
Why can't dinosaurs clap their hands?
Why can't dinosaurs clap their hands? I don't know. Why can't they?
Because they're extinct.
You did not. You didn't. You didn't. Oh my god.
What?
Oh no, she's glitching. She's lagging.
What?
Buffer.
What do you...
Oh, no. My net connection's spiking. I don't know.
What do you call a dog that meditates?
What do you call that?
A werewolf.
Please tell me you're reading this. Please tell me you're reading this of like something of Google and not from that you knew these from before.
I knew these from before.
Oh my god. This is the sort of thing you like carry. It's like you don't carry weapons or anything. You carry like these actually funny jokes.
What do you call a criminal landing an airplane?
What do you call it?
Condescending.
How many do you have? What?
I read a lot of joke books as a kid.
Did you buy one of those like what's those books you can buy from like the supermarket? It's like
they're like 101 funny
like
jokes.
101 funny jokes. Like, and then you just memorized it off by heart.
I just remembered the funny ones.
Oh my god! I feel like these are from like one of those, like 101 funniest jokes ever, and you bought it for like $10.99 from Kohl's.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what this is.
Jesus Christ! Okay, tell me one more.
One more. Okay, one more dad joke. Dad joke. Okay, this isn't like a question. This is like just a joke punchline. Okay. I'm reading a horror story in Braille. Something bad is going to happen. I can just feel it. And I can feel the end of this episode.
End the episode. My brain's fried now.
Bye, yappers. Bye, yappers.
Bye, yappers.
Bye, yappers.
You got a cigarette? Do you?